Hi everyone, and welcome back to another flashlight review. Today we're going to be looking at the Wurkkos FC11. It's really quite funny because started out with the FC12, got the FC13, and finally, back full circle at the FC11. And this is one a lot of people have mentioned online. I've seen posts about it, especially people who are looking for their first, flashlight, EDC flashlight kind of thing. The FC11 always seems to come up as a good option. So I'm going to go through what my thoughts were about using both of these lights, and just some of my observations and things that's going to help you to decide whether it's the right light for you. I've got two here because they actually both they've got the same LED, the LH351 LED, but one of them, this one here, is in 5000K and this one here is in 4000K, so a little bit warmer, the one on the right. And yeah, I just decided to get both of them to see what they look like. I'm also probably going to give one away as a gift to someone as well. They also have high CRI, so that's something I think a lot of people, especially if you're working in a profession and you need to identify colors appropriately, accurately, I think this is a good LED to have. Other than the Nichia 519A, the LH351 has a pretty high CRI. So Wurkkos also makes these in different colors, as you can see: green, black. I believe there's like a pink, purple, a few other colors in there. But I think these look the coolest, especially the green. I really like this green. It's like a deep kind of emerald green. Find it's very easily pocketable. 18650 flashlights generally like that. And the side switch, quite firm like that. I know some of these side switch flashlights, especially from Sofern, they just they're just a little bit too easy to activate in your pocket. But these ones from Wurkkos, especially, I've seen them on Sofern lights as well. They are fantastic. They required a bit of a firm press to turn on, and yeah, I would still obviously just lock this light out if you're carrying it around your pocket if you've got other things. So overall, the FC11 is well constructed for the price that you pay. Here's a little sort of close up here, and I found a pretty surprising feature as well. Just accidentally, the tail cap actually has a magnet in it, so you can stick it on something above, on a car, side of a table, anything like that. These are repelling at the moment, but yeah, the only thing that was a bit weird was that this one here, the magnet was loose when I got it, and it turned out that the glue had come unstuck. So I just put in another bit of glue and pressed the magnet back down, and now it's completely fine. But the other black one came completely fine, no issues at all. And yeah, like I said, it can be useful if you're working under a car area where you need hands-free operation. So the LED, like I mentioned, LH351D, and comes in two different options, 4000, 5000K. I do suggest the 5000K if you want the best color accuracy. The 4000 version is still pretty good, but it is noticeably warmer, so it can affect the warmth of objects, the perception of it's a bit of a warmer color. The lens and the bezel, you can see here, reflector, orange peel reflector, as expected with this kind of LED. And like I said, anti-reflective glass lens. Bezel sits flush also with the rest of the body. There are some little cutouts here near the head, little areas here also near the battery tube. I think that's important because the anodizing is a little bit slippery, and this is the usual Wurkkos shiny anodizing that they use on some of, quite a few of their lights that I've had so far. It's the same, I think it's the same stuff they use on the FC12 and FC13 as well. So yeah, something to definitely keep in mind. Now, you're not able to disassemble the head. I mean, I tried to unscrew it. You're probably going to need some kind of extra grip to open that up, but you can open up the head just underneath here, okay, and also the tail cap. All right, and yeah, don't think Wurkkos really wants you getting into there as well, just in case you accidentally break something. But yeah, it is possible to open it up. You're just going to need to wrench it open with some special tools, or like a rubber glove or something like that. I've done it before on other flashlights. You get the 18650 cell included, so it's just that usual Wurkkos 18650. And look at that, it actually holds, the magnet is attaching itself to the battery. Okay, usual 18650 Wurkkos cell, 3000 milliamp hours. as you can see over here. And let's look at it compared to a few other flashlights that I have. So here's the FC12 compared to a few other comparable flashlights. FC13 here. This one here is the FC12. A couple of Sofern lights, SC32, SC31 Pro over here. There's a couple of Convoy lights, S21B, which is actually a 21700. So this one here is the Convoy S2. It's really, I mean, it's almost the same. I'd say it's pretty much the same size as the Convoy S2 Plus. And yeah, I'd consider it a direct rival to the S2 Plus. But there are just different features in it. For example, you got that side switch there, onboard charging as well. There's a few creature comforts that you get with Wurkkos, and I think that's what makes it quite a nice original early flashlight if you're looking for your first flashlight. I'm just going to go through some of the UI so that you know how this flashlight works. So basically just press the button, you'll see that green light illuminate and the light switches on. You press and hold to ramp up and down, and you've just got this step ramping, as you can see. Nice even beam. There is also the 3 clicky, so 1, 2, 3. You can access strobe, double click to go straight to turbo, okay, as well. I do believe that there is a lockout mode as well. I think it's maybe 5 clicks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 clicks. So whenever you click it, it just makes a couple of these little flashes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go. Back on again. So it's a very simple UI, and I actually like that because with a little EDC flashlight like this, don't want to be thinking too much about how to switch it on. I know Wurkkos include Enduro in some of the other flashlights, and some of you might like that, but I think for an EDC that you're carrying around all the time, and you're someone that prioritizes a simple UI, you just want it to work when you switch it on. You don't want to go into the wrong mode and this and that. The FC11 is a good option, just much more simple to use. So I took a quick ceiling bounce test, recorded a quick ceiling bounce test, and you can see here that the light pretty much just lasts on turbo all the way 100% up to just after the 1 minute point, maybe 1.5, nearly 1.5 minutes, 1 minute 15, and it starts dropping down quickly. And yeah, about 1.5 minutes, you are basically on about 30% output, and that's how it is. So here I've just got some measurements taken with my Opal Lightmaster Pro. Now, if you look at the measurements, both of them throw about 150 to 154 meters, not much difference really between 4,000 to 5,000K model. And in terms of CCT, I got 3,963 for the 4,000K. The 5,000 model actually measured up as 4,768, but well over 90 CRI for both. So in terms of considerations, I really find it tricky to fault this one. Other than the magnet coming loose on the green one, like I said, I just took it apart, took the spring out, glued it back in properly, and all good. I think it's a really solid EDC light to use if it's your first light, one of the first lights, and you're looking for something with a nice big switch, included battery, comes with a pocket clip, comes with USB-C charging, it comes with a battery. It's got a nice LED with high color rendering index, fairly bright, nice and flatty beam. I think this is a great little light to have out there. Another thing I found was that the moonlight mode is just a bit too bright for my liking. I prefer something between 1 to 5 lumens. So yeah, overall, I think solid EDC light. It's got great color rendering index. Can use it as a walking light, work light. Very versatile while being affordable and pocketable. And yeah, comes with everything you need in the box. So if you're interested in getting this light, I have left a affiliate link in the description. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment. I'll get back to you. Finally, if you like the video, make sure you click the like button. It helps me get my videos out to more people. And if you want to see me make more light reviews, make sure you subscribe. All right, FC11, Wurkkos FC11. And on the left, we're going to go with the 5000K. Okay, and you can ramp it down, as you can see, and ramp it all the way up again to the highest point. Look at that. Amazing. It even reaches tints those trees at the back. It's a little bit tricky to see on camera, but it is definitely tinting those trees. It's a very floody sort of beam. Okay. Especially if you're going out for walks and you don't want anything too intense. Really good, especially these trees up the front, which are probably about 100 or so meters away. You know, very easily illuminates the trees and all the surrounding areas. And I love this LED, just makes everything look so natural. The 5000K version. Okay, and let's try the 4000K version. Let's have a look what it kind of looks like. Okay, so this is the 4000K, and yeah, definitely look, it's warmer. You can see it's more obvious up front. Okay, but, you know, tree there to the left, and the ground you can see off in the back as well, off in the distance. It is tinting. It is kind of tinting that tree off way back in the distance on the right there. It's difficult to see on camera as usual, but you know. Yeah, similar beam, it's just warmer, I guess. I think the white is actually brighter, or it throws a bit further. If I switch this one off and we compare them both, we'll be able to see. So remember, left 5000K, right 4000K. So 5000, 4000. Okay. Yeah, I think there's just a little bit more visibility with the white. Probably producing more lumens. I don't know, it just looks like it's, yeah, hitting more of the stuff out the back. Which seems to look brighter when I compare them both anyway. 4000. Trying to do these beam shots a bit slower as well. I've had some feedback saying that I do them too quickly. Okay, 5000. I mean, everything up the front looks great. I'm also just keeping them on for a while so that we can see what the lights kind of ramp down to. Because after some time, you know, it's definitely not going to be able to hold that many lumens. And you can see they've both ramped down. Both ramped down. I still think the 5000 is looking a little bit brighter. Yeah, they're roughly the same. It's hard to say, really. 5, 4, and they've both ramped down a fair bit, as you can see. Okay, I'll turn them off, and what I'll do, I'll just go for a quick stroll so you can see the beam pattern.